my top 5 most hated / disliked Pokemon. Most of this is based on aesthetics or looks, but their usage in battle does play a role in this, as well as them, whether or not they're really, really popular, and how often you run into them in the wild as well. However, Zubat will not be on this list. Yes, I know you run into it constantly in caves, especially in earlier games, but I personally really like the design of Zubat, and Zubat evolves into some nice Pokemon in my opinion, and thus not qualify for this list. And Midnight's over here. Midnight is going to walk on this laptop. Please don't hit the power button again. She's right here. She's just sitting there. She's just sitting on my laptop. So, number 5, so my least most hated would be Diglett. Diglett, it's a little bit because of how common of a Pokemon it is, and a little bit because the design is so basic, and he's not useful once you get higher leveled up Pokemon, because he's not particularly a strong Pokemon, and neither is his evolution. My 4th one would be Wailord. Wailord is almost entirely based on the way it looks. I just do not like its design whatsoever, and I just don't like it. I don't like its first evolution either. Wailmer is horrible looking too. And then Slakking. Slakking would be number 4 instead of number 3 if he wasn't such a strong Pokemon. Slakking is very powerful. So that part is good in battle, but it slacks off constantly in battle, which is a negative. So it's not good there, and its design is crappy. Vigoroth? I'm okay with that design. That design's okay. It's just Slacking's is bad. I don't like that design at all. It's horrible. But at least it's a strong Pokemon. Next would have to be Diggersby. Diggersby is one of the newest gen Pokemon, and its first evolution, okay. I can deal with it. It's okay. But Diggersby just looks terrible. It looks like a really roided up rabbit in a barrel with ears that have turned into fists. It looks stupid. I would have been happier if they had just made another somewhat sexualized rabbit like they already did. Bunny. That would have been better. I would have preferred that. So that one is almost entirely design, and you get its first evolution so early on in the game that it's really not useful later on. And then my most least favorited, the one I disliked most, is Jed Ninja or Red Ninja, regardless of how you pronounce it. This Pokemon, it's a little bit because it's a starter, it's a little bit because it was popular-ish, and it's a little bit because of design. I think the design for it is terrible beyond belief. I think it is stupid, and the whole ninja thing is overdone, overrated, and shouldn't even be used for a starter Pokemon in the first damn place. Make it one of the cheap knockoff Pokemon that you can find early on in the game that you'll never use. That's okay. But not a starter Pokemon, and not a strong Pokemon either. And then there's the whole tongue scarf thing. That is stupid and gross looking. That's just disgusting. Why? The only real positive to this Pokemon is its speed stats. Strength-wise, it is not a good Pokemon. And honestly, personal opinion, the only good starter in the newest gen was Fennekin. Because Fennekin, all of his starters, great. Jed Ninja, none of his evolutions were good. None of them were. Whereas the Chestnut, the first evolution was okay. The rest were crap. But yeah, Jed Ninja is my least liked. It's a bad Pokemon, and I don't get why anyone really likes it, because I would pick Chespin over Froakie any day. So, there you go.